Good morning. Moving on to one of our more difficult rules now. Dan as wanneer no, that changes to to in the past tense. Sometimes it's known as the dawn rule. But that doesn't really help you unless you know what's going on here. So you'll remember that we dealt with conjunctions in the past tense in the previous rule. And all these four words are they're just conjunctions too, but for some reason these four conjunctions changes to to in the past tense. And what makes this even more tricky or trickier is that there's a to in group 2 conjunctions, and then there's a to in group 3 as well. One means when and one means then. Okay. But I'll show you a way that you can figure this out without really stressing too much about what group that to is in. Okay, so let's do some examples and see how it goes. Our first sentence, ek is vreeslik moeg, nou moet ek nog oefen. Now first of all, you want to spot that no. If you miss it, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to struggle to get this thing right. So you have to spot it. It's easy to miss it. The others as well, especially us, is quite easy to miss. Oops. So let's have a look. So ek is vreeslik moeg. You want to divide your sentence again into two parts. Change that part into the past tense, then change your second part into the past tense, and flip your no over to to. That's the only difference really from this rule and the previous one, is that these four will change to to in the past tense. Gister ek is vreeslik moeg. Is will go to was. Gister was ek vreeslik moeg. Now remember to change your no to to. Moet ek nog oefen. There's a helping verb, moet. To change that whole thing to the past tense, you just need to flip it to moes. To moes ek nog oefen. And just last thing you check is whether your verb 1 there is in the right place. It's moes. Now, to figure out what group no is in, look at where your verb is in that second sentence. Moet is sitting right next to it. So it's in the right place already. So that must be group 2 if the verb 1 is sitting right next to the no. So moes is already next to the 2 there. Everything is good to go. You can leave the sentence as is and move on to your next exercise. Alright. Die honde blaf as hulle iets in die straat hoor. First of all, you have to spot the us. If you miss it, it's trouble. Die honde blaf. Verlede jaar. So there's your verb. You need a het and a ge here. Verlede jaar het. Die honde geblaf. Change your us to to. Now, second part into the past tense. Hulle iets in die straat hoor. Look at where your verb 1 is sitting. It's sitting right at the end. So that us must be group 3. Okay. Now, this sentence will need a het and a ge to go into the past tense. Alright. So your new verb 1 will then be het. And het will have to sit right at the end because that to or that us is group 3. I hope you understand that. It's a bit tricky. Just listen to it again and then you'll get it sorted. Hulle iets in die straat hoor. Toe hulle iets in die straat gehoor het. Okay, the het's there. The het cannot be there because that conjunction there is group 3. That's a group 3 conjunction. So het can't be there. It's just got to go right to the end, no problems, and sit over there. Looks a bit weird, but you'll get used to it. Remember, there are lots of exercises in the two books. Lots of practice just to get yourself used to it. And you don't have to lose marks here unnecessarily. Okay, let's do our last example. Ons hoor die postman fluit wanneer hy verby ry. You cannot miss wanneer. If you miss wanneer, you're going to be in trouble again. In 2015, okay, now there's a verb and there's a verb. Okay, so that verb's got to move there and it doesn't get a G. First verb first, doesn't get a G, like one of our previous rules. In 2015 het ons die postman hoor fluit toe. Okay, just again, no G on the word there. Hey? Toe, wanneer changes to hy verby ry, hy het verby gery. Hy het verby gery. Just check if our head's in the right place. No, it's not. Wanneer is in group 3. There's your verb 1 sitting at the end. That's how we know it. So het can't be there. Can't be anywhere close to 2. It needs to just go to the end like that. That's the last thing you do. Okay, so just a thinking process, step by step. Do them step by step. Break them down into 2 sentences. Flip the conjunction. And then last thing you check is just your verb 1 in that second part of the sentence. Is it in the right place? And then you are pretty sorted. Cool, I hope that helps. Go through it again if you struggle a bit, and have a look at the books. Everything is in there. Goodbye.